Strobe lights often conjure up images of 70s discos. But you'll also find strobe lamps, the proper term by the way, on aircraft wings, in police lights, and on towers and tall buildings to warn low-flying aircraft. Strobe lights even play a role in photography and on factory production lines. A strobe lamp emits repeated flashes of high-intensity light. At this factory, production begins with glass blowers. Using a ribbon burner, they heat glass tubes to almost 3,000 degrees. This softens the glass for bending. But if it's too soft, the tubes will collapse, so the glass workers blow air into it through a rubber hose to build counterpressure. The size and shape of the glass tubes varies by model, but its job is always the same: to house a strobe lamp's essential components: electrodes, lead wires, and xenon gas. The electrodes conduct the current, which charges the gas with electricity, making it illuminate. This factory makes several strobe lamp models, some in large quantities for the mass market, others in small quantities custom designed for specific clients. With mass-produced models, automated machines take over after the glass blowing. Custom orders are handmade from start to finish. Workers even make the electrodes manually. They weigh a precise amount of metal powder and pour it into the cavity of a press similar to what pharmaceutical factories use to make pills. This powder is a blend of several different materials, but the company won't divulge the ingredients. The press applies 4 tons of pressure, compressing the powder into a pellet. The factory inspects every pellet to ensure it meets quality standards. The pellets then undergo a hardening process called sintering. They bake for 9 minutes in a hydrogen-fueled oven. Hydrogen is one of the hottest types of fuel, and the 3,000-degree heat fuses the powder particles into a solid mass that won't crumble apart. Next, workers weld a lead wire to each electrode. Then they insert 2 electrodes, one for the positive current, one for the negative, into each glass tube. Then they melt the end of the tube closed. Then they attach a wire called a trigger lead. It prompts a transformer to send a high-voltage electric pulse to the electrodes, illuminating the gas. This automated machine assembles the factory's mass-produced models. Before starting it up, workers load the components: a pair of electrodes, followed by a glass tube on top. Now, the machine takes over. It vacuums out the air in the tube, injects xenon gas, melts the tube closed, then cuts off the excess glass. The tube's interior must be completely free of contaminants for the gas to illuminate. So just before the vacuum fill and seal operation, a hot coil encircles each tube to burn away any impurities. On custom-made models, all of these steps are done manually. With a strobe lamp complete, it's installation time. This model is for the warning lights you see on tow trucks and road construction vehicles. It goes into a glass reflector lined with metallic film. A transformer regulates the voltage. Its 3 wires connect to the positive, negative, and trigger leads protruding from the lamp. A glass lens cover seals and protects the lamp within the reflector, and then this product is good to go. Strobe lamps are also used in stroboscopes, industrial devices that help factories perform quality control inspections on high-speed production lines. Calibrate the light pulses to the right interval, and they appear to stop the action, so that cameras or workers can examine the goods. It's the size, shape, and configuration of a strobe lamp's components, along with voltage and other electrical specs, that determines how long, how often, and how quickly the light flashes.